What's going on, AfterBuzz family? You knocked and we are buzzing you in. Grab your tissue. It's time for the finale of Insecure, starting now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
That's me.
I missed it.
That's that kind of song make you want to fight.
Listen, this is the song in the club where the music drops. You better know the words. If you don't know the words, you better find a sing along a little got something.
If you don't know the words, you better get on the wall.
Child, have a seat at the table. Go to the bar.
This is a song. If you don't know it, sit it out.
Hello.
Because you're going to look dumb just, standing around.
Yeah.
Anyways, we ain't about looking dumb. We about getting wiped down, and we are about Insecure. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV presents the after show for Insecure Season 1, the best Season 1 I've ever seen in my whole life, and we are officially at the finale.
I'm sorry, I'm still getting it over here.
Somebody needs to wipe.
Yeah.
Like,
They
I was
wipe it
there.
down. We need some tissue to wipe our eyes.
Like, I was there, like, when the song dropped, I was
hyped you up,
happy,
and now
I
you're
just
thinking
said,
about
like, it's the finale.
And
I
it
got
just set
really,
in.
It did.
really sad. And you know why? Part of it is I have thoroughly enjoyed coming here on Sunday nights
It's been fun.
and discussing the show, and on Monday morning forcing myself to be a better person based off of what I learned from the show.
Yes.
Wow.
But I'm getting really deep, and I don't want to get that deep yet. But
Not yet.
This is gonna be a real episode because
do it.
I'm there. But hey, it's McCall Hall. You know where to find me on social media when sports and pop culture collide at McCall Hall. And where can they find you guys?
Hi, Allie Washington here. You can catch me Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all social media at Allie the Pub.
Hey, and I'm Ryann Graham. You can find me on Twitter at Ryan with 2 N's Graham and on Instagram at Instagram.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Omari Bailey. You can find me on Twitter and IG at OnWithOmari. Also hit me up on Snapchat at Omari B.
I love your Instagram name.
Oh, thank you.
Please don't tell him that.
Instagram.
Isn't that
That's
funny?
pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's super clever.
I like that red shirt.
Thank you.
I like that red shirt
God.
a lot.
Thank you very much. Wipe me down. Feeling fresh.
Wipe me down.
Now, when you guys are feeling just super social, make sure you follow AfterBuzz TV across the board. Instagram, Snapchat,
Right.
Yes.
Facebook.
Twitter.
Yes.
What else did I
Twitter.
miss?
Twitter.
Okay. And YouTube.
YouTube.
Speaking of
iTunes.
YouTube.
Did you say that?
Yes, on iTunes. Give us 5 stars. Download the podcast. So speaking of YouTube, you guys know it's my favorite part of the show. I love to give shout outs.
Yay.
Bad Plum Bob. Thank you. I really do appreciate your compliment.
How's it spelled?
But
She probably has a really pretty
No.
purple bob.
yes, Bad Plum Bob.
Okay.
Okay. I thank you so much for your compliment. Omari is very handsome.
Ooh,
And I just want-
Oh my
oh, snap. It's finna be a love connection on the
No,
bus.
there is not. There's
She
no
got a
love
bad,
connection.
she
But
got
I
a
appreciate
bad
the
plum
compliment.
bob. Don't come for her.
Thank you for the compliment. There is no love connection,
Okay.
though. But thank you. I appreciate that.
If you want to fight over Omari, we can do that.
Oh, wow.
I'll bow out gracefully.
Ladies, it's okay.
Oh my God, please.
Tell
listen
him not to
now.
fight.
Instagram, I'll bow out
Plenty
gracefully.
of love to go around. No worries.
But people
Not for
are ready.
Bob. Not for Bob, though.
People are ready to fight over you.
Hey.
They ready to fight me,
What can I
and
say?
it's all good.
Wow.
I'll fight you.
It's the
Just,
right-
and just because I want to make sure he ain't dealing with nobody crazy, I'm gonna fight you. So anywho, let's continue the
just
shout
the
outs.
red. It's just the
Yeah,
red.
I got nothing. Shout out to you, Elijah Washington. Nice to see you back.
Hey, cousin.
Hey cousin. High five Cortez, CCM, Hans and Gratito. I'm sure I butchered that.
It's
I'm
like
so
a
sorry,
German Hispanic mix
yeah,
right
something like
there.
that, like a Star Wars. Anyways,
Okay.
Kinetic Sparks, thank you so much. Monique Johnson, Katie Skipper, thank you
got a
so
lot.
much. Oh, we have a ton.
That's
lot
good though.
of
A ton. Like we appreciate everybody who has engaged with us on YouTube. Mickey Knox, thank you so much. Yeah, I got nothing. You just have a lot to say. Like for somebody who ain't got nothing, you sure do got a lot to say. But we love everything you were talking about.
Thank you.
Capria30, thank you so much. Sarah Dalusma, Michaela King, Dan Qua Brooks, really appreciate your engaged comment, and then Mr. Regman 26. So again, a lot of
And
comments.
they like really do write comments and not like one liners.
Like,
They write like
no,
paragraphs.
like
Like y'all
analysis.
real deal like about their comment life like that. That's really good though.
they write beautiful comments.
Yeah.
And they also
best.
bring up a lot of things that we miss, particularly last episode. I didn't realize this, but one of our YouTubers said that was Issa's mom. And wait, you said
I
that.
said this on
no,
air.
but wait, there was something else that they brought up. They said, I forget. I don't want to read it right now. But anywho, the point is, you guys are observant as hell. We appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You know, we're all on different AfterBuzz shows, so continue to follow us, okay?
Please do.
So let's get into it, you guys.
Tasha with the titties.
Oh, wow.
I will say that for later.
starting
No,
there?
I just had to say it.
No, let's not start.
I just told y'all, but
Oh,
we'll come back to that.
Okay.
That just made my heart hurt.
Sorry.
And this is why I'm a little slow right now, because I'm emotionally drained, like really and truly emotionally drained. So Issa's trying to get back with Lawrence, you guys. So let's talk about, and I don't want to do it the same way I've been doing it, because I want a crescendo. So Issa's trying to get back with Lawrence, blowing up his phone, showing up at his job. What did we think about that? Is she being too thirsty for his love and affection again, or did she play it wrong?
No.
Did she play it right?
No, she
What
played
else
it.
could she have done?
She played it right.
Yeah.
I think that just even how it left off with the last episode, you know, her really being, we see emotional Issa,
Yeah.
like overly emotional.
Yeah.
She knows she messed up and she's trying to fix it. And I feel as though a lot of women can relate to that, because it's very rare that we mess up.
Let's be real.
Let's just be honest.
This is why I love that Allie's back.
Let's just be honest.
Because Allie be thinking what I be thinking.
You know, let's just keep it 100.
wrong
You
you
know,
sound.
in more cases than none, okay, we're really not in the wrong. So when we are, we already know what we did was wrong. We don't want you to know that we're wrong. But then when you find out that we're wrong and we already knew we was wrong,
Yeah.
then we got to fix the wrong.
Disagree.
And so it's a lot of processing.
So I guess do you
Disagree.
think it would have been different had she have come forth and told?
yeah,
told
but there
Lawrence?
was never an opportunity for her to do so.
When was
See,
she
you know
gonna do
what?
it?
I
When
think
was she gonna
women
do it?
are wrong a lot of the time, and they know they're wrong. They just don't care that
I gotta
they're
wet
wrong.
my palate
Wow.
for this one.
Well,
I feel
they
like
just
this
don't
is gonna be
care.
one.
Okay,
Because
okay.
even when they're wrong, they think they're right, which is a problem. They don't care if they're wrong. It's just their way or the highway. It's just
Let
that's
me
how
tell you.
women
Let me
do.
tell you why Lawrence
Some
is
women.
wrong. Because Lawrence up here getting mad at Issa. Lawrence up here talking about Issa. I was in a meeting. Lawrence, you just started going to work. Shut up.
It's like your third day, bro. You ain't even got enough to get a whole paycheck.
He over act like I'm just so busy, you know, with my onboarding at this new job. You just shut up.
Stop onboarding. You
was
is not
no,
going
he
like
He
that.
just hung
You
up
are
the Best Buy
terrible.
shirt. Like, just relax.
He just found the damn copier. I'm in this big important meeting. I'm giving this presentation. How could you
Sitting at
interrupt?
a little
You
high
just
school
got
desk.
hired.
Relax.
Shut
Man,
up.
she said
Shut
he was in
up.
onboarding.
Shit, he just got
He
done
in
with HR.
orientation.
Taking notes.
HR can
God.
wait. Okay, that was okay. So
Brief frustration is
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Please,
no.
please speak on it.
What I'm saying is that in that situation, yes, Lawrence was being a little dramatic, but he wasn't. I wouldn't say he was wrong. I think he's hurt, and he was pissed off about what happened, and hurt people, and so he wanted to get back at Issa in some way, and so. Y'all ain't never been mad at somebody and just said the most cutthroat stuff because you wanted to get
but
them
the thing
done.
about it is, he knows that Issa knows that she was wrong. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And I feel like here's where
Everybody
and this
knows
is
she
how I
was
feel
wrong.
about it. Now, Lawrence has played a part in this too. He is not faultless. He's not blameless. So he hasn't had it together this whole season.
4 years.
He just got it together.
What do
4
you mean?
years have been down the drain where he's been sitting on the couch not doing nothing, and my girl Issa's been pulling away. He is not faultless in this, so that's why I feel more than none that he shouldn't be handling Issa the way that he's handling her. I understand to a certain extent, but he overdid it. You feel what
Issa
I'm
was
saying?
just so excited to go to his real job. That's why she ended up there, because she was like, he really got a job. for
She
me to
came
go
like an
to.
let me
excited
see.
mom on the
You
first
know
day of
what I'm
school with the packed
This is
lunch.
nice.
Like, let's just be real.
Wait.
So let's talk about Issa and her job. So Frida brings up a very important point. Issa was very down in that scene, and I think Frida could tell. And I'm glad that Frida reminded her to thank herself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't think that Issa's ever taken a moment to say, hey, I'm good enough.
Yeah.
I'm worthy enough. I don't think she's ever done it. So I appreciate, for the first time, because, you typically Frida get on my damn nerves.
Free to get on everybody nerve.
Well, she particularly get on my nerves. And I have expressed
I like
it.
Frida.
But,
Seems like
Trust Omar.
Graham.
Graham.
This is why everybody like you, because you like everybody.
You know.
Okay? But I do appreciate Frida reminding her that she is good enough, and she's got to start reminding herself of that.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of black women should thank themselves, because I think that's the message of the shows for empowerment of black women. A lot of black women are very strong. It had to be the emotional crutch for a lot of us men, a lot of society out there, and a lot of times they don't thank themselves. So I think that's a good message to put out there. Thank yourselves. Thank you, black women. We appreciate y'all.
Watch your Instagram just blow up even more.
Well.
If they throwing panties at the YouTube now,
I'm
they
telling you, honey.
throwing panties.
They
bras.
throwing Issa's travel panties.
The Rite Aid
From
brand.
the 99-cent store. Don't play, Issa.
What a classic scene.
Look, just give love
What a
to get
classic
love.
scene.
Give love to get love.
I love the throwback of Issa calling up Molly and being like, "Bitch, you still mad?" It was like the way she said the line. It was perfect again.
Bitch, you mad?
Bitch, you mad? But Molly just wasn't having it.
She was like,
At all.
yeah, I heard what you said. Like, she shut it. Which Molly annoyed me until the end because she is so aggressive about stuff. It's like, Molly, you know that they're calling, like, you're mad because they're right. A hit dog will holler. Like, it's like, just saying all these, you know what I mean? But real. Like, that's why you're mad. You're mad because they are saying all these true things about you. So how can you sit here and be pissy at Issa for calling you out on your bullshit?
Because
like,
it was a really,
it was
really hard
low.
call.
Yeah.
It was a hard one. And I don't think
rough.
nobody had ever came at her like that, like all the way. Like, Issa real deal, like, got in her.
She
You
said,
get what I'm saying?
You need therapy. You can't keep a nigga. You're messy. Like, that's a lot to take in
And
one sit down.
As a black woman that already think that she already got it together and everything is already lined up.
Basically said you ain't shit. It's basically what she told
For,
me.
for you to tell that to a black woman with her own car and own place, like, how could you say
That's
that
making bang, bang, bang.
But what I guess what I'm saying there is that just like this movie is about, it's about empowering black women. I think there's multiple ways to do that. Yes, thank yourself, but at the same time, everyone should take an intrinsic look at yourself and say, how can I improve? Because every day you should be getting better. And I feel like Molly got to the point where she was like,
At a standstill.
right. And so sometimes you need somebody to check you.
And
This is why I'm really not the real life Molly, because I can be real with myself. Okay,
Yeah.
I believe in the rule: get 1% better every day.
Yeah.
Get 1% better. That's all you have to do.
What happens
1%.
after 100 days?
You can be 500%.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Keep it,
I was just
keep
like
it
trying to get
rolling.
the-
Shit.
the
You know how many
basis of
years
that.
of greatness this is here? You know how many days of greatness this is right here?
Shit, thousands.
Come on now.
Right.
This McCall Hall.
Shit. That's what I told y'all.
You did. I forgot.
That's why I like Allie being back. Man, Allie
We
the
miss
show.
you
I
when
know.
you're not here.
I miss y'all too, honey.
That's so
Allie, you the
funny.
only person I know that wear blue that well that's not a Zeta.
Girl, thank you. That means something to me. Because you know
black-
I'm non-Greek, so that means
Yeah, you
something.
wearing it better. You wearing it better than a lot of
GDI.
Zetas I know.
Child, me, find me, honey.
So,
What's your shout out Spicy too? 'Cause,
oh, and you know
Oh,
what,
Spice.
Spicy doing something tonight, but shout out to Spicy. She's been rocking with us all season. So you guys
All
make sure
season.
you play with her Twitter and
Stroke her
Instagram.
Instagram.
Is that a thing?
And
guys
follow
know.
her on
Who
92.3.
says that?
Yeah.
you guys know where to find her. So let's talk about the girls going to Malibu and get it.
Hilarious.
So
There was.
When we gonna go?
one, when are we gonna go?
Spicy,
Two,
we ain't gonna forget about you. We gotta go to Malibu.
we gotta go to Malibu, and
This
then we need
weekend,
we need the same
No,
soundtrack
Yeah.
Sorry.
that
Oh,
they
yeah.
were playing on the way to Malibu. That song gave me every bit of the life that I was missing.
Yep.
Now I do feel complete.
Yes.
What was the name of that song?
We gotta get
looked
on
it up.
Spotify.
I think it was called They Do or something like
They
that.
Do?
I'll look it up.
I
give me a
need
second.
it.
Oh, no, it's called Oh My
Oh
by
My.
Tate Kobang.
Hey, that
Can we
thing
give a
hit.
special shout out to Solange
Oh, yeah.
Knowles and who is it?
Raphael
Raphael
Sadiq.
Sadiq.
Yes, because the soundtrack has been lit
On point.
all season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I've never experienced a show with the music that's been so popping. Like, I look forward to the soundtrack every
So
week.
popping and then so poignant at the same time because it'll go from like you just like in crunk
And
then
so
you're just-
current because all of it is something we
yeah,
hear
it's all
now.
new.
Yeah.
It's great.
I love all the music. So I want to talk about Kelly. So it's Kelly's birthday.
Right.
Kelly got on my nerves this episode.
Natasha
I know we liked Kelly this whole time, but Kelly
I love
did it.
Kelly, but this was the episode where I was kind of like,
Broken.
You too damn old, and you need to be in therapy with Molly.
Hello.
And this was the episode where I cemented my love for Kelly. She's my favorite character, and she
How
can
can
do
she
no
be
wrong.
your favorite?
Interesting.
Because she is hilarious.
She is
is funny.
tragically
She is
flawed.
childish.
Do you listen to yourself? Oh yeah, I got a podcast. What? Come on.
She
That
is
was
funny.
pretty funny.
That was funny.
That was pretty
good,
funny.
right?
That was
That was a
funny.
good line.
And she actually had me wanting to look and be like, "Do she really got a podcast?"
Right? Like, she seems like
Because it's
that
on the
podcast. But it was her birthday.
Yes.
Now, have you guys
Dirty
ever
30.
felt bad about messing up somebody's birthday? Because there was part of me that was like, they knew that they were mad at each other.
So why even?
So like, why even go?
My best friend just had her 30th birthday.
Okay.
In
So sorry.
in September, and we went to Vegas, and it was a trip just like that. And
no.
you just try to push through. You get what I'm saying? And because you know the overall goal, you know, shout out to Paige, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You know, whatever. But anyways,
6
like
months later.
you know, like 6 months later. But you push through it for the birthday. You get what I'm saying? Because you know the overall goal. Like you don't want them to not have a good time.
At the end of the day, it's not about you. So I appreciate them going because it's like I've gone to stuff where I was like, I don't like everybody that's going, but I'm like, it's not about me.
Right. It's about you. It's about you.
I'm going to sit over here with my drink and be quiet.
Right.
But then you gotta suck it up. You can't let the birthday girl know there's any problem. Kelly could smell the tension like she could smell fresh bacon.
But Kelly's the type of
But
girl
she can
that
really
isn't-
smell bacon
I
though.
might say, well, I gotta be bacon.
Kelly's the type of girl that I don't think is bothered by the tension though. She just because everything's a joke to her. So I don't think their drama affected her that deeply. Like she knew Issa was having problems with her man. She knew Issa and Molly were beefing, but she's still having a good time getting high off the edibles.
I also don't think that the trip was as lit as she wanted it to be. That's why they kept bringing it up.
Well, okay, so the trip got lit when they went to the club and started
bringing home strangers
and whatnot. So
College
shout out
strangers.
to the naughty game they were playing. What was it? What we didn't do?
We did say.
We did say. Have you guys ever played a game like that?
No,
That
but I'm
sounds
doing
fun.
that the next party we go to.
I've played that game a lot, and I never.
So what
lose.
is it? Because I really didn't get. I got it,
It's
but
like
I
you
didn't
say
get
yes
it.
to everything.
Everything. So whatever I say, you just
have
go.
to do
Well,
it.
we did say, and then you just go do
I
it.
typically play this on bachelorette weekends, and I never lose.
We did say.
Fun as hell.
And I will grab a crotch in a minute.
Really? Okay, Molly.
So let's talk about Lawrence and
Real
his
life
homeboy having
Chad.
this. Were they smoking weed or what were they doing?
Yeah, they were
Weed.
smoking weed.
Okay, then they were smoking and
You know it's
drinking.
recreational now.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
legal.
like his friend
Shout
at
out
all.
Prop 64.
Oh, why not?
Lawrence has been with Issa 5 years?
Yeah.
And granted, they're on the outs right now, but the level of disrespect that I have felt from his friend the whole season, he has never referred to Issa as Issa. It's always old girl, like she's some tramp off the street.
Come on.
That is not the friend. And my issue, and see, I'm about to get mad.
Come on.
Okay.
Because
Let him know.
even though Lawrence is mad at her right now for every reason in the book, he still should have checked her and said, her name is Issa. Like, you still gonna respect her. Even though I don't like her right now, you need to show her a modicum of respect.
Right.
Her name is Issa.
But I think that
He's
also
never
speaks to
done
his
that.
that also speaks to his manhood though. And I feel like, you know, and I'm with her on the mad tip on this because it was a subtle it's a subtle thing, you know,
Disrespect.
but it also it carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And I also feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, I don't care if we broken up, we're not together, whatever. If somebody brings up my name in conversation, if you don't feel like they respect me enough in that conversation, you best to open your mouth because guess what? On the flip side, if somebody's disrespecting you in a conversation, I got you.
Like, for real.
You get what I'm saying? And that's just me being a real one. So I expect you to be a real one too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, be a man.
I think that's just part of his character.
You
though.
took the words out of my mouth. Like, you didn't even have to Whoa.
I think that says more about Lawrence than it does his friend. Because that's his
Definitely
friend.
does because that's it.
you know,
It's a slight
Yeah.
slight shot at his manhood because you're not a real man
Right.
and you're not. You just keep adding to the point of although we're not taking focus off of Issa and what she did, you're still adding to the point that you're not the man Issa needs you to be.
She needs you to defend her honor.
Yeah.
Even if that means going to a job you don't like to make sure she has less of a burden. Even if that means checking your homeboy who's engaged. Like, how the hell are you even
don't know how that
engaged?
happened.
Even if that
Like-
means putting your damn app on the back burner for a minute to make sure that you can provide for your damn household, Lawrence.
Are you talking to Lawrence or
Sorry,
Lawrence at home?
sorry.
Who are you talking to
Sorry,
right now?
I almost
Which
felt like I was
Lawrence are you
talking to Lawrence at home.
Okay.
Whoa, this is hitting home. Like,
So
Oh, you
through
Ryan
all
doesn't know
the
about
through all
Lawrence
the
at home.
reflection that those two had, they decide that they're gonna go out with the boys. So we find about that later. So we get back to the girls on the dance floor. They're jamming to "Wipe Me Down." First of all, can I just tell you guys? I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but I will tell you that song came out when I was having a grand time with my friends in our younger days, and I have sweated many a weave out to "Wipe Me Down."
And I'm gonna tell you guys a fun fact for Mr. Graham over here. The song is 10 years old. You do the
yeah,
math.
it is. God, nuts,
Wow.
nuts.
That means nothing.
That's it.
That means nothing. That means nothing at all. So anywho, Issa checks Molly.
Yeah.
And, you know, my whole thing is I was kind of afraid that she probably wouldn't check Molly on anything this episode because I was thinking she'd be on eggshells. But I'm
Yeah.
so glad that she checked Molly about Molly essentially hooking up and getting ready to go home with this young, tender-faced young man.
He was cute though.
I mean,
Was
well,
he?
in her defense?
In her defense, he was a cutie pie.
If you are like 21.
I mean, I'm not too far from it, so he was a cutie pie.
I guess I didn't understand. I'm
drinking
glad
that
that Issa's right. I'm glad that Issa says something, but I'm just
Say
kind
some
of
water.
like, oh, straight vodka. To me, I feel like that was a weird thing for Issa to jump on. Like, I feel like of all,
How? Why?
'cause I just feel like, I mean, if I knew somebody was mad at me, that would not be the thing that I jumped on.
You try to find something a little bit more smaller.
Because I mean, I'm like, this is like, I'm like, okay, like you're going home with someone random. That's not like
feel
you.
that.
But I mean,
hasn't
all,
done
like, yeah, I'm saying like, okay,
But that is like
you're
her.
going
But
through
she's
something.
also her friend.
Okay,
That's her
you're
best
right.
friend.
You're right.
But see, this is why I was happy that it happened. Now, if somebody says, "Hey, I don't like when you do this," don't wait to correct that. 3 months later, the
Call
next
it out.
opportunity you have, call it out. Now,
Talk to me.
They just you had this
You're right. altercation.
Why haven't you said this? I'm glad she called her out in that moment.
Yeah.
She's applying all of that tension and everything that they expressed. She's holding her accountable.
Head on.
Well, I think that was Molly more so just being like, fuck you for what you said to me.
Yeah.
I give zero fucks about this. I'm just gonna let loose, live my life. I don't care. This is the new Molly. I think
'Cause
just
it's
more- I think
tearing
it was
Molly
more
up
about-
inside.
Molly was
Yeah.
showing her ass for sure, and I think it was definitely for Issa. Like they were clearly not.
She
paying
was
attention to
acting
Kelly.
out of pain
Yeah, she was,
more
yeah.
so than
Been really want to be with that
wholeness.
dude.
Do you guys think
Yeah.
that Molly's the kind of person where you try to tell her something and she tries to play the victim and then tries to overcompensate, if you will, and like make a game out of what you told her? Because like, for instance, she sees her old RA. The RA talks about the therapy and she's like making a joke about it.
I think she makes a
Like-
joke out of it because to kind of ease the grounds of it a little bit because she's kind of come to terms with that in her own mind to
cover
herself
her
and
insecurity.
to cover up her
Yeah.
insecurity and
Yeah.
it's a blanket that laughter, just like how people laugh when they get nervous or whatever, like that's her thing.
Yeah.
Like she makes light of things to kind
those
of
people that make the jokes about themselves first before you have a
Right.
chance.
Yeah.
And then it kind of tests the waters with her friends. Because, like, if I joke about it around you and see how you react to it, then I can know, oh, let me open up to you about this. Or be like, oh, yeah, that's dumb. Why would I?
Right.
I mean, it's,
Right.
it's an easy way.
because
to
that
kinda,
therapy
like,
was a
dance.
big deal for
Right.
her.
I think she really thought about it.
Hit
I
a
was like,
nerve.
do I need
Man,
this?
girl, yeah, she could talk about therapy.
I done booked
Black people don't do therapy.
I done booked
that.
out
I know, right?
of 2016 with my therapist.
I could use some
Hell.
therapy. We all can use some therapy.
My therapist got me booked for the rest of 2016, and we
heard
got
that.
about 4 dates booked for
Oh, yeah, your mom's a
2017.
therapist, right? Or is,
She's retired.
but she was. So
My mom, long time mental health professional, and she tells me not to tell her my issues. She don't want to hear it.
I need her
probably-
number
you
because
could
she'll listen to
probably-
mine, I'm sure.
yeah.
How much you paying?
Oh,
No,
see,
I was gonna say the free
Don't worry about
99,
that.
the friend discount. Can I come to your
Right.
house, talk to your
Wow,
mother,
You're supposed
let
to be
her help
supporting
me
your
with my
friends.
issues?
Support your friends and family.
I'll
you
bring
ain't got to
some
be asking
wine.
for discounts.
So moving on.
Right.
Wow.
So moving on.
Damn.
Let's talk about the sex scene though with Molly and Babyface.
she was ready.
She was really ready. Let me tell you.
They are
You know what? And I was
really-
speaking of Ready, that Trey Songz Ready album that
Was a
came out in
classic.
2009. Sorry, quick segue. I was listening to it today and I was thinking back to 2009, and 2009 was a really great year
It was.
Wait, what?
Because the
That was-
album?
that felt very
because of
random.
that
It
album.
just got you in
That
the mood
al-
for all
that
kinds
album-
of things.
Child, that album will
Had
play
you ready.
today and it had listen.
That album will make you want to make
Listen,
love, and then
that'll
there's some
make you
great
want to call
breakup
all your
songs.
Lawrences and just be like, forget it.
damn.
You don't gotta have no job. You don't gotta.
I have nothing.
Trey
Just
Songz
ready.
be getting folks in trouble with that
alright.
Ready album.
Yeah, I literally could play that right.
That's my wine. 2009 was a good year.
In fact, I might go home and listen to
Hello.
that. So let's talk about her having sex with this guy, and somebody brought up was it you or was
Maybe.
it you that said
Probably
that
me.
there was no condom placed
Oh, yeah.
anywhere?
I peeped that because it was just like quick, pull off the pants, hop
When
on the
does
dick.
Molly
I was
ever?
like-
When does Molly
Have
ever
we
though?
ever seen Molly use a condom?
I mean, I
I'm
know
just
it's
saying.
TV, so
Wait,
for all
yeah,
those
we
people
don't
out there
know.
with the comments, like I know it's TV, but it went straight from pulling down the pants to hopping on his penis.
Him specifically, but I
And
feel like the other guys maybe.
other guys maybe,
Because
but
we
I'm
don't
just
know.
like I feel they should like make it more aware to use protection, especially in the black community. Like,
Well,
come on, guys.
this show has done such
Especially
an
when
excellent
they're
job
going
raising
dipping and
awareness
dabbing.
about everything else. That's really important, and we didn't see it in that scene.
Season 2.
Just hop on it, go get your action. Like, come
Season
on,
2.
ladies. Protect yourselves. Protect yourselves.
Yes, in
Molly don't end up
reality,
pregnant.
I think people should wear a condom.
Or
But I
with
think
something.
I don't know. I feel like maybe they don't want to tackle too many issues.
I
at
know it's
once,
not- I know
'cause
it's
feel
not
like
a
it
big
gets
deal.
That's what I said. Save
preachy.
some for season 2,
For the
honey.
sake of TV.
Let
I
Molly
know,
be
but-
pregnant or something. Let Molly come back with
That could be
something,
fun.
Come
You know
on.
why I'm mad at Molly? Because you sat up here and you took this boy back to your place that you're paying
right.
for.
Or I think
Like-
the other girl was paying for it, but
But either
Tiffany.
way, like I didn't realize that they went back to her
You're
room
right. I
and the
thought they were
house they were
going-
renting. So this young man is so broke he can't even get you a room at the Four Seasons.
He in college, honey.
That's when you know you're messing up.
He got
if
the
you-
dorm room.
And let me just be
it doesn't have to be the
transparent.
Four Seasons. It could
Let me
be
just be
like
transparent because I have in my past
Hilton.
life have done things of that nature. Okay,
Speak
met
on it.
somebody, but we're going to a hotel. I'm-
Motel 6, they always leave the light on.
Ain't even no motel, darling. If I'm leaving with you, you're not coming back to my place.
He can't
that
take you
I'm
back
paying-
to his place.
go to the Super
And I
8.
really don't want to go back to your place.
Jaheed said, "Come on over to my place."
So I just thought that was
Yeah,
kind of
I
low
agree with you,
class.
McCall. I've been to a mini hotel.
Yeah, I
You
just
never
think that's
take
low
them
class.
back to
you
your
never
place.
take them back.
Oh, really?
Not the first time, not with a stranger. You don't want them crazy driving up to your house. and-
So it's
How
okay
about
to
you
have
just-
sex with a stranger, but it's not okay to let the stranger. That stranger can enter you, but they can't enter your home. That's
Where-
weird.
as long as I'm wearing a
But I'm
condom.
saying, no, what I'm saying is, I think that's an interesting. That's a weird thing for me to jump on. I think, like you say, you can't take someone back to your house, but you would still have sex with that person.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What kind of
That's
world
just
do
me.
we live in?
What
I
if
think
what
it's
if
weird.
what if we find out that they're crazy after we have sex and they try to
Right.
come back to my house and kill me?
Exactly. You don't want them knowing.
Child,
you
what if
live.
they have sex with you and put it down on you and then kill you when you're done
anyway.
in the
That's what I'm saying.
hotel?
I feel like if they're crazy regardless of where you have sex.
I don't spend
I
the
am-
night.
I
I'm
am
always
a-
out.
That's why I'm on a detox.
And I am 1,000% better than the woman I was when I was doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I
A
get
all in the past.
1,000 days have went by.
1,000 days. at
1,000%,
least.
y'all.
Since I've
Percent
done
a day.
something That's stupid. So
All
let's talk
past
about
indiscretions here.
Kelly questioning what's going on with Issa and Lawrence.
Kelly need to
Okay.
get some business. That's all I got on that.
I mean, she said that she wished for dick, so she's craving it hard.
First of all, shout out to Kelly getting played because the dude that took her home,
did
the
that.
Twilight dude,
Left her at the crib.
Twilight.
and-
left her at the crib. Like, okay, first of all, that was her 30th birthday. Like, I could not, and I'm not 30 yet. I will tell you that much. I'm not 30 yet. But I could not imagine my 30th birthday rolling around and me essentially trying to beg for a dude to sleep with me, and then that
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
And
Like,
she
You
was-
McCall
she was
Hall,
buying-
though. She
Like-
Kelly. You McCall
I
Hall.
just, you know,
She
but
was
like,
buying him drinks. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be the
that's
other
right.
way
Yeah.
around.
I just,
it's your
I
birthday.
felt for Kelly in that moment. That's when I realized, like, she is really broken.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's the most broken out of all of them. Mm-hmm.
But she make the most jokes.
constantly cracking
Always.
a joke.
I think
That's usually the case.
But that's her
I think
blanket.
People who joke around, but at the same time, I think you need someone like Kelly who is in such a disarray to make someone like Molly or someone like Issa more normal and more relatable, and then B, they can then like see themselves, because I feel like Kelly is so far gone that she's not gonna see your flaws. But like when you have like a Molly or an Issa who are flawed characters, they can then look and go, okay, we are more realistic.
'Cause they wanna see
people.
change. They wanna see themselves evolve.
And I feel like Kelly's just like, oh, she's just Kelly. She's a fun friend.
I
I
find
think-
it interesting that Kelly and what's her name, Tiffany? The
Tiffany,
light-
yeah.
the-
I can't
I say
stand
light skinned girl,
Tiffany.
and I don't mean like anything light skinned dark. I'm just saying she's
Yeah,
the
she's-
fairest.
Shout out to Amanda
the
Seals.
fairest
She's
one of
awesome.
the crew. But they are really cool, and they are
Yeah.
polar opposites.
That's how friends are usually. Yin and yang.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
They're hilarious together.
They are so.
I do
funny
want to say
together.
though about Kelly, I think she's like a good friend to have because she brings like levity to a lot of situations. She can call you out and make light of it. But I think her friends need to be better to her as Kelly's friend, because obviously, as you say, she's broken. I think someone needs to actually be like, stop with the jokes. Like, what's
Yeah.
going on with you?
Issa tried, but
She did try a little bit,
they
but
went
more
back.
in an aggressive, attacking manner because she was defending Molly. I think she needs her friends to actually like sit her down and be like, girl, what's up? Like, what's going on? Because you're always making jokes, you're always making light of situations. No one's ever this season sat down with her and been like,
and
Kelly,
say, "Are you okay?"
Are
Do
you
think
okay?
that they're that close to her? Because you know how you have friends who like are in your friend group that you hang out with.
I think
consistently,
From
but
how
not
they
that
look,
close.
they seem like
I
they're
think they are.
close.
They've been in jail together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've been friends for years.
Kelly gave that $500 post-dated check to Issa
That's
for the
true.
foundation. So I think if I'm gonna give you some money, even for your job, like I think we're pretty close.
Yeah.
But can we just get to the scene with the boys at the strip club? And
yeah.
can I just tell you that my level of frustration for the male species grew intensely.
What we do now?
You know what word we called it? I can't say it on
I
air.
can't really say
But,
what I want to
honey,
say.
Say what you want to say.
I can't say what I want to say.
say
Because I can't really say, I can't
But boy.
refer to them the way I want to refer to them. But boy,
Issa refers to him like that, though. She
But
says the
boy,
word quite frequently.
I used a term that is typically of endearment, and I did not mean anything endearing. Okay, when
At
I was
all.
watching this
What
episode.
did we do? What happened?
What did we
Get
do?
out.
Oh,
Please run it down.
Oh, sorry, you're talking
Get
about
out,
the boys.
get
and
out.
strip
We're talking
club.
about the
I thought you were
boys'
talking
night
about
out.
the girls. Okay, my bad.
Sorry, let me bring it all
Sorry,
back
my
because I
bad.
just got really mad just thinking about it.
Go
So,
for it.
number one, just me, if I'm gonna date a guy, I want to know: do you have friends who are married and responsible? My biggest issue with Lawrence is that we discovered really doesn't have friends who are responsible and respectable.
He really doesn't have friends that are his friends. That's
Yeah.
one. That's one.
I think
That's
I agree.
true.
I don't think there's
That's
friends.
true.
That's
I think
one.
they're his friends.
No.
No. There are people. I think that you have people in your life that you hang out with, people that you drink with, and like they
And
are
that's-
your friends.
that's his folks.
That's it. They're your
Okay.
friends, but I don't think that makes like for someone to really be your friend. They have your best interest at heart. They're not going to be disrespecting your.
They know your
girl.
girlfriend's name.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to disrespect her. Even if you
okay.
are mad at her, they're not going to disrespect
All
her.
right, we'll
So
move on
that's
from
So
that.
they're
We'll
not
move on from
friends, friends.
Yeah,
And
go
you
ahead.
said what was the other
My bad.
point?
And I just think that they are irresponsible.
Yeah.
I don't. I like to know that a guy has at least one married friend.
What are your friendship dynamics?
Right.
I mean, they say you are who you surround yourself with.
Right.
Exactly.
Like
So your
side
friendship.
closest friends,
And
a
that's why
reflection of you.
Lawrence has never evolved. Because his friends aren't pushing him to evolve.
His
But his
friends is
friends are
childish.
balling though. Like in the
Are
first
they?
episode, well, I don't know about balling, but they're like fairly successful from what I gathered in that first episode when he was with his friends. Like
Now
were
they just
on-
got jobs. They may not be. I don't think
Yeah.
that they were put on to be successful. They just all were working, and he was not.
No,
they're-
because the dude
'cause-
I think said he like sold a house to like some celebrity or something like that.
He has a
Remember?
real
Chad.
estate
So that's
agent.
one person.
Okay.
The
Well-
other two,
Well, we don't know about them.
we don't. But they didn't look like shit.
Yeah.
So why do his
Judging.
friends okay, this is to guys. Why do
Sorry.
you guys feel like it's so okay to disrespect women and really I don't know, just
That's unfair to say.
objectify women?
Why?
I just
Hey,
felt
Omari, why do guys disrespect? I don't disrespect women.
but when your friend do you have friends who talk like that and you just let them
Yes.
talk like that?
Yes.
Cause it's guys, and this, like I told you, I have a brother. Hey Jade, I'm familiar with this talk and this conversation. I'm liable to be sitting on the couch and just like and occasionally, are y'all serious? Really? You know
what? Honestly,
that's common
that's
talk.
like a bunch of BS. Because I know when girls get together, they talk shit too. Y'all
we don't
have
talk
the
it like
same
that.
kind of talk. Y'all be talking about what
We
your
don't
man
talk
do,
it
how
like
he put
that.
it down, talking about this nigga. Like, please.
If
don't
anything,
even pretend. Don't
we
even
if
pretend like
anything,
y'all
we are putting
don't.
on for your shortcomings. If anything,
Oh my god.
flips hair.
She keeps taking the words right.
Child,
out
if
of
anything,
my
we
mouth.
are.
Y'all
If
are
anything,
fronting right
we
now.
are helping y'all with y'all shortcomings.
If anything,
not
girls
saying what we
have
should be
dirtier
saying.
mouths than dudes do.
Oh, don't believe it.
Oh please.
Look at this bitch.
Oh, she got a fat pussy.
Hey, these bitches be ready. Nah, fam.
I guess, and maybe my friends don't, but do guys really talk like that? Because I feel like I don't have friends who talk like that. So
Graham, I would like to meet your friends.
I know.
You seem like a very respectable young man. I
Just
think
because he got a blazer on, don't
No,
be
I
slicing
think-
this dude up.
No,
Both be like, dude's got a blazer on. He good to go.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know. I just feel like I guess maybe I don't talk to my friends that way, but we just don't talk like that.
my
So-
whole thing is none of them really tried to counsel. I know it's a
No.
strip club, so it's kind of tough to have that kind of like.
Right.
But they were
The
having
environment.
discussions, but nobody like had a positive or constructive recommendation
Right.
for him. You know what I mean? Like.
It was all just men talk.
And I feel like it was like they were listening, but none of them were listening. Like it was
Right.
like they heard him and they had responses to what he said, but it was like no one was actually like trying to help him solve this problem. They were just trying to like help him jump on something else.
And they were
it's like,
intensifying the problem
Yeah.
because he was like, yeah, and Issa,
Yeah.
yeah,
like, man.
yeah,
Well,
she
look,
does the same
as his
thing.
friend, like his girlfriend just had sex with another dude, so
Right.
they're not gonna be like, oh, forgive her. Like they're gonna try
No.
and make him feel better. Like, yo, you know what? Forget about her. Go move on to the next girl. Like, you know what I'm saying?
See,
So I feel
but
like
I think to do that, I
don't
think
be looking at her like that.
I mean, because
guys.
I looked at her in agreement because we
Okay.
would have done the same
I
thing.
think
I
yes,
feel.
but I think there's a way to do it without being disrespectful to Issa, and I feel like they kept bringing it back to
because
Issa.
it's still fresh.
And it was, and I'm like, I'm like, fine, I'm down for taking your friend out, even to a strip club, to get over their ex, but then stop bringing her up.
But here's-
and like let her go.
Here's what I want to say. Lawrence basically told all his friends that it's done. Issa never got to a
Right.
point where she said it was over until she got called out, which I find very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moving forward, Lawrence goes back here with the stripper and has this whole interaction where he realizes
Fell
love
in love with a stripper.
with a stripper is expensive. You know, it's not.
200 for head and 400 for the whole shwap the bang.
But I feel like Lawrence, like that brought him back to calling up Issa and having this emotional moment, right? But like,
Strip clubs will do that to you. Have you
I
come into a
didn't-
real come to Jesus moment.
Hey, for real.
Right. But I didn't like the fact that it took that for him to call her.
I'm glad that it took something.
I'm
to
glad
call.
it took something. I just didn't like the fact that it took that to bring
Don't
him
be
to
mad at
call
the
her.
messenger.
Part of me wishes he wouldn't have called, just only because of what happens next. Because I feel like he called, then like left her. So like to me, I'm like, why'd you call at all?
Well,
like,
see,
from my perspective,
he was
See,
drunk.
but my
So
my
let's be real.
thing, yeah,
Yeah.
my thing is he went to the strip club. He got in that situation with the stripper, and then called Issa. But my thing is when he called Issa, I felt like he felt convicted, which is why he called her because of course the woman's still fresh and knowing what she did and you know what he's in presently in the situation of. I think that he was like, I need to call Issa. You know, like what would I have done in this
Yeah.
situation, and I can't do this. That's why what I felt from that. That's why I got happy. But
But
I think Lawrence realized he ain't even cashed his first check from that job, and he ain't got $200 for a
spend.
damn thing.
I
Okay,
need you back, baby. I
you
need
know
that free
that's
loving.
what he was thinking. He was like, "Well, how can I get this for free?"
yeah,
Well, he
because he thought he had it for free at first. She
Got
was
it.
testing the water. She was like, "Yeah, I think I
could
think
do
I could do something with this." I said, "This stripper,
Yeah.
y'all just be
that's
messing
how
us
they
up."
really you in.
So the girls, let's go back to the girls having
Okay.
this come to Jesus moment in the hot tub.
Yes.
First of all, drinking in a hot tub, be
not
careful because
safe.
I have done it and I almost ended up like Whitney Houston.
Oh, God.
Rest in peace. Like I was like,
Oh,
whoa.
rest in peace,
Wow.
Nippy.
That was dark. Very soon.
And I love Whitney,
We
but I'm
all
just
did.
saying, like, I've been in the
Bobby
hot tub
Christina.
and I have had, cocktails and whatnot, and I'm like, you really could mess up.
Yeah, it's easy.
Child,
So I see how that happens.
can't do it in the tub either.
Pass out.
Listen, go to
Hard.
sleep.
I'm telling you. So I was worried about him. But anywho, so they start coming from Molly. And I'm glad they started coming from Molly.
She needed to become.
She
for.
needed it. God, she needed it. Now, it's hard when everybody's coming for you because you start feeling like, you know what? We're gonna rock. Okay, it's the finale. We do have to wrap up, but we're gonna rock as long as we can. They might have to pull me off the chair. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But let's talk about Molly having this whole gang up situation.
Yes. I'm just like it's a little taken aback.
People just, I mean, they was all coming for her. And
Yeah.
I mean, you put yourself when the character that Molly is set up to be is you put yourself in that situation. And so when you put yourself in that situation and you involve all your friends in there, just like my mom always told me, you don't ever, if you having any problems with your relationship, any problems personally, you have to watch who you talk to and who you choose to talk about it to, because you talk to them, they take on your problems. And they can throw it back at you whenever they want to, however they want to.
Well, I'm glad that Issa defended Molly.
Most def.
And then we find out, I think that was what they needed. Then that's why Molly felt so good about coming and helping Issa get back to
Right.
this apartment. So
Before we move on to that, can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
As women, is that how you guys do with your girlfriends? Do y'all come at each other like
No.
that so harshly all the
I've
time?
never
or-
can. I think I've had one situation where I've come at somebody like that back and forth, and it was very hurtful. And she's watching now, and I love her. And it took an experience like that for us to really understand one another and
Yeah.
where we come from, because it was so many low blows, and you could easily hurt somebody. Like
Yeah.
hurt people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you go back and forth. But I think that that's the beauty of it, because if you're real friends, you can
Right.
see past all that
Right.
and move forward.
Right.
You
Because
know.
honesty is important in relationships. Like you
Yeah.
should be able to tell them about themselves, but I guess it's the manner in which you do so.
Yeah, it's a
But-
I've
transparency
done
of
it a couple
friendship.
times. And you know what sucks about it? When you do it in a text message. Like
You can't read tone.
I've come for a
Ours was in
homegirl,
person.
and I did it in a text, and it's like that text lives forever. And like one time I was scrolling back, and I'm like, damn, did I really say that to her? Like that was
Yeah.
pretty foul. But let's talk about Issa getting hella excited to go back and see Lawrence. I'm mad. Why did she do that?
Why she get in the car right
Why?
then?
That
Because he
felt
did
weird.
not say he wanted to talk to her right
said,
then.
"When you get home."
He said, when you get home. She had already said that she got home on Monday. He said, why are you getting excited and overly, like, pumped? Pump your brakes.
Because she just cheated on her boyfriend, and he's giving her an opportunity to come back and work on their relationship. What are y'all talking about? Why would she
Anyways,
not be
child,
excited?
You should
listen, I
never
would've
make
gave
a
it Monday.
decision when you're emotional. You should
agree.
never buy a big purchase when you're emotional.
Yeah.
What's the other one you shouldn't do when you're super emotional?
Go to
I
the
forgot.
grocery
Contracts.
store?
I
I
think
don't
any
know.
contract you're not supposed to do any.
Yeah.
like,
My whole thing is, Issa, this is the problem. And this is the problem with all of them. They jump the gun.
Okay, well, she had to ride from Malibu to Inglewood, which is like, what, 50 minutes at night? So
It ain't
that's
enough.
plenty of time to like think over, stew over your emotions, and figure out what you want
Well,
to say.
she practiced with
She practiced
Molly.
with Molly, and that was very, very, very cute. I thought that was great.
I love your body type. Or what'd she say?
You said
Body
she said,
goals.
You're
Body
my
Body
goals.
goals.
So let's just get into it, you guys, because we do have to start wrapping up. Issa shows up and she has this glimmer of hope. She sees Lawrence's keys.
I'm telling you, that was my reassuring moment.
Right.
I told you, I touched you when it happened. I said,
You did.
girl, I know that moment. I know that feeling. Like, when you feel like it's back, you're back home, everything is good. This is what I needed. Like, this little piece of just me knowing that we're okay.
Yeah. There was a lot of keys, too, to be
It was a lot
left
of
there.
keys.
Like,
It was a lot of keys. And then, I think it was the car keys, too.
car
They only
key-
had
the-
one car together,
All the
right?
keys.
So wait a minute.
You have the keys.
I
the
just thought about
keys.
it. Lawrence drove Issa's car to the strip club?
Or at least to Chad's
share a
house.
car? Is
Maybe
that-
to Chad's house.
Maybe so. Anyways, that's petty.
Don't go there.
And then we discover that all his stuff is gone.
Gone.
Why?
Nothing but the
Heartbreaking.
best. The only thing he left was the Best Buy shirt. I said, that's really what you want to leave my Issa with? The Best Buy blue shirt.
I'm mad.
Now, I love blue, but come on now.
That was petty.
Best Buy.
I'm mad at Lawrence. I was
And
rooting for
low-key
them to
hilarious.
like.
And left the
was
light
funny.
on. The audacity.
Yeah, and you got to pay this electric bill.
In LA. Like it's cheap.
Now I
Lauren's
think
like, no good.
my whole thing is, if he wanted to go sleep with somebody else, he should have just gone and done it, right?
Yeah.
But why did you have to put the nail in the coffin that you guys are done by moving all your stuff out then? That's what really pissed me off about Lawrence.
I feel like
And-
y'all are so mad at this dude for being hurt that his girlfriend cheated on him.
No, I'm not mad at him. I'm just.
I mean, are y'all
things
forgetting
could
the
have
fact
been
about that?
things could have been different. He could have
been
handled
different.
things differently.
Issa
But
would have
I
handled
don't
instead,
know why we're
differently.
putting the blame at Lawrence's feet. Like yes, they both. He's not faultless, as you were saying. They both have done wrong in the relationship. But this girl just cheated on him.
McCall, go ahead and break it down. Why everything is Lawrence's fault?
Yes, please enlighten me, because I am confused.
Well, I just feel like in that particular moment, you called her with this, I miss you, this,
Yeah.
that, and the third. Okay?
You call.
You called her and did all of that. If you wanted to work it out, have follow through. And this has always been Lawrence's issue. Like, your follow through sucks. You know, you're saying you're going to do this, it doesn't happen. This was the one opportunity where you could have just
been a man.
been the man about it, right?
Right.
But then you had to be spiteful.
Move all your shit out.
yeah.
I guess he
And
could
hear
have just,
about-
to me, I'm like, he should have just not called. If he's going to do that, he should just went
Well, he
home.
shouldn't
done
have
it.
He
called.
shouldn't have
How about
called,
he
and he
shouldn't
shouldn't have called and said, "I miss you," because those
He
three
did
words.
miss her.
No, he
missed her.
didn't, because he couldn't have. Because if he missed her, he would have never did what, McCall?
Slept with Tasha with the titties.
With the titties.
Hey.
So we all knew that was coming. Was anybody surprised about the fact that he was
How many
sleeping-
weeks have I been saying this is going to happen?
I've been saying that the whole time.
I cried.
Oh,
You cried?
Yeah, I really did. Real tears.
But your makeup is flawless.
I had to do it again.
Oh, okay.
I cried, y'all. Really,
emotional.
I cried. It was really because I told y'all I took this whole season to heart because it's just so like relevant to me, and I cried because I was just like, I understand that you're hurt, but God,
yeah.
did you have to do
way.
that? I would have much rather you just took a break from Issa and not talk to her and allow that space and that time to kind of heal itself, than you to go and do something like
Yeah.
that. And then with her, you get
Right.
what I'm saying? It's just,
Issa doesn't know her or anything.
Yeah,
but
so
here,
she didn't do
here,
anything wrong.
here's
it
my
don't
thing,
matter
though. So,
the situation in which it took place.
I know we have to wrap, and we're going to wrap. But I feel like when Lawrence called Issa, he did miss her, genuinely. He felt he wanted to see his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend, like, try and mend the relationship. But here's the thing. When he walked back in the house, the first time he's been back in that house, what's the first thing that pops in his mind?
When they broke
Issa
up.
telling him, I had sex with another
I
man.
disagree because when
You know
he
what I'm
came
saying?
in, when he
has
came
all
in the
those
house,
memories coming back to him.
Amari, when he
about
came
that
in the house, his
incident.
face was so pure of just like he was home. If you go back and look,
And
he
then
had walked
time
in
to
and
reflect.
put his.
He was like sitting there like, damn, the last time I was here, my girlfriend just told me she fucked another nigga.
I'm about to
Like,
get
you know
all my
what?
shit.
I gotta
Let-
get out
let
of
me-
here.
I'm calling Tasha.
let me just say this. What I find to be so poignant, and I talked about this a couple episodes ago, was that couch. When Lawrence came back to the apartment, them thugs, them Bloods, what up, Blood?
Or Boolin, excuse me. Sorry.
what are they?
Boolin on the couch.
Yeah, but they were on that couch.
Yeah.
Him and Issa.
They was on the couch.
Right.
Whatever it's called. They were sitting on that couch that meant a lot to Issa and Lawrence. He should have seen that couch.
Yeah.
Couch.
And
Ouch, come
remember,
on, girl. Don't get us hurt out here now.
Keep going.
and he should have had a moment where he felt something then and there, because that couch
Mm.
comes back into play at the end when Issa's crying on it. That couch was them.
Full circle.
And it really came full circle. even in their breakup, that
Did
couch.
you notice that it was real? Like we had never seen it so broken until they broke up, and then the couch was disheveled.
I didn't notice that. But see,
It was missing a
Come on,
person.
symbolism.
But no, but
Come on.
I talked about that before. That couch really was their union.
Yeah.
It really was their union, and it wasn't strong enough this episode to bring them back together. Yeah. So
I want to talk about this so much more.
I really do want to talk about this more,
right.
you guys.
We gotta go.
But we can't. And you know what's crazy about it? We may not see you guys for another year. Then now, Insecure, season 2 is coming out.
It's coming back.
But
Yes.
More episodes next season,
We don't know
please.
when. So, anywho, you guys know where you can find me at McCall Hall on social media. Where can they find you guys in the meantime?
Allie Washington at Allie the Pub across all platforms. And thank you, Issa Rae.
Thank you.
You can find me on Twitter at Ryann with 2 N's Graham, and on Instagram at Instagram.
You can find me at On with Omari on Twitter and IG, and also on Snapchat at Omari B. And thank you guys so much for rocking with us this season.
For
you
real.
guys have been amazing. Thank you so much.
Now, go on Instagram, all those things, AfterBuzz TV across the board. We'll still be checking. We'll still be talking. Let's keep this conversation going, you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next season.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.